Hello everyone, my name is Notepad Anon, and today we're not going to be writing a game. Instead, we're going to be compiling one. Yes, welcome to Table Derby 2, otherwise known as Horse Daughter Gaiden, the horse who erased her name, part like 12. This has probably been the longest Dewang project to date. Like, pretty easily, this has been one of the longest. And the reason is really simple. In fact, like that's the tragic thing. Like the reason is actually incredibly simple. These say hello to the multitude of fucking tables, and some of these are just weird because last time we had to do our outing tables. Now I'm gonna have to put all these in here, but I legitimately just need to sit down and fix all of them. You have things such as, these are the pretty much like 2-player ones, these are the group ones. You get things like, I want to use the couple's discount no matter what, so I'll hold hands with you even though I have no choice. You can change the relationship to lover, question mark? Question mark? Yeah, I have a strange and beautiful feeling that a majority of these were in fact just copy pasted from their other game, because you gotta remember their other game is actually a shoujo rom-com game, and because it's a shoujo rom-com game, I realize, like, yeah, if you go under the idea that every single one of these are for either, hey, I'm with my girlfriend or girlfriend to be, and I'm with the boys and the girl, it's like, okay, that makes a lot more sense. And it's like the ones that do clearly like dictate, like, okay, this makes a lot more sense, then it immediately follows up by not making any sense. It's great. I love it. In the beginning. Hello, Manly. Yes, we're going to be doing more Horse Daughter compilation. Generally speaking, all we need to do today is the race. The goal is, to put it bluntly, to get as much done as physically possible today. That's the plan. That's the goal. Here's if I can shake it all about. Actually, what I can do. Oh no, it's broken. No, okay, no, it's, come on, why are you breaking? Okay, this is fine over here. This page is not responding. Good start to the stream. Okay, let's kill the page. And the window is crashing. Okay, good start, everybody. Real good start we're off to right now. You can tell how much of a good start we are. There we go. Let me just do a quick double check to make sure everything is working correctly. Nothing broke. Everything should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, everybody. Welcome to starting the stream. And now that I think about it, your note, Sona, is that suit looks like Kiryu, but blue and more Nick from Left 4 Dead 2 of sex with Tony Vercetti from Vice City. Hey, the goal was to make it was Kazuma Kiryu. You know, Kazuma Kiryu, you kind of see there. Okay, all right, easy enough to understand. Meets Yoshikage Kira. That was the goal. I think I did it pretty well, because I'm on that Yoshikage grind set, Manly. You just don't understand. On paper, okay. Hi, Notepad Anon. On paper, there is a game that exists with 10 stats that ask you 10 questions. What system would you use for it? Also, in your opinion, why do you think that people dislike characters being reintroduced into society and polishing off their social skills? Well, that's a double-barreled question if I've ever seen one. There is a game with 10 stats that asks you 10 questions? I don't know. I don't know what I'd use it for. Probably not much. Also, in your opinion, here's the thing: anytime you have a character with social skill problems, any single time you have a character with quote social skills, the issue is that how do I want to word this? You have to deal with the person. Like that's just let's just call a spade a spade. You have to now deal with the person, and dealing with that person is usually going to be annoying, frustrating, or outright impossible in some aspects simply because they're just going to be annoying. So, yeah, that's the reason why people don't tend to like them. Being a shit poster on purpose still makes it a shit post. So, generally speaking, we're going to be working on the race. So, the race let's see. So, we got our introduction here by Special Week, her spouse, Spay-chan, her spouse. The racetrack and the distant run, known in advance, contestants, and the... I guess, I'm just going to use Umemuzume. Compete to see who can run the fastest in front of a and the Umemuzume compete. That's the... Now I'm gonna keep that. Everyone runs for first place, but there are some Umemuzume who run solid races, aiming for places 1 to 3. They're most likely to be selected in the singing members in the winning live, or for the place in the top 6, where their names are displayed on the electric board. The rules of Table Derby 2 deal mainly with turf and dirt races. Mainly URA, and are not with obstacle races or other special races. Yeah, we just don't deal with the other, we don't deal with those other races. So now we start getting into the race phase flow. Race phase is divided into 4 rounds. Technically, if we want to be... Yeah, it would be rounds, not cycles, because it's not a cycle at this point. The cycle is what takes place during a round. We make this a bit nicer to look at. Table 1, 2, 3, 4. Start. Second corner. Third corner. Before the goal. Have no fear. Hello, car outside, honking your horn. So we do that, and then if we want to be really precise about, things, what we can do, put this, there we go. Table properties bring you down to... Hello. Oh, jeez, I thought it was a car outside. There we are. Start your life. Open up your eyes and you'll see the lights of 1985. So, there. So, let's see. The start position is mainly compete. At the start, second corner and third corner. The position is mainly completed, and all the correction values. correction values were added at the 50. Finishing judgment. Just before the goal. Just before the goal. The Umemazume. Umemazume with the highest achievement value. Value in the final judgment. The final judgment. The final judgment will be the winner of the race. Because yes, it is entirely possible to just absolutely get bodied at the very end. You could be in front row and then immediately fucking lose. It is tragic, but also hilarious. Let's see. Maybe. Oh God, why are you always the way that you are? A little bit weird there, but all right. Let me just do quick. Let me just refine myself here because I decided to do that. Because right now, this is just in a weird and awkward place that I need to put this in. I mean, something. Insert column right. We're already 8. I mean, if we bring you down to 6, we delete these 3 rows. We bump you up to 7. We bump you up to 7. We try to bring 8 over here. 8's too big, but if we do that, we can bring in everything here. So let's bring it up. Race development and indicate the progress of the round and the race phase. Progress of the round and the race phase. Mark the current round. Current round or end. Or place a frame so it can be seen. Place a frame. Do we have enough room? Oh, we just put a little note there. We need to bring in career new. So, pace distribution. Indicate the 4 different pace allocation. If the lead character determines the pace distribution, all characters move to that pace. Let's see. If the lead character determines the pace, all characters to that pace. Now, 3 to 7. Position. Indicates the position of the runner, which actually we should be. This is going to be a thing I need to put on the map, actually. We gotta translate the fucking map, don't we? Alright, that's easy to do. That's just something I gotta do. I forgot something. It's 10's question, 10 answers, 10 stats. I'm thinking D10 roll under system might work, but then again, who knows? Yeah, no one really knows until you make the thing. D10 would probably be the most thematic. Okay. So round increase, maximum number of T people. Yeah. This is all being on a chart here, effectively. To bring that up real fast, let me just Let me try to bring it up here real fast. Hello there, Umezume. Here's the Umezume sheet here. Effectively, it's trying to narrate this. This is the sheet that I need to fill out. If we get everything put on, I'll probably do this. But how this works, if I've been interpreting everything correctly, it's the way it's worded. It's kind of weird. But what you're effectively doing is determining the pace for all the character. And it's going to give you pretty much a judgment value of how well you're doing. So it's like, the better you're doing, that means the less of a penalty you're going to be taking for the actual judgment at the very end of the race. If you maintain first place the entire game, entire match, you're going to be just pretty much rolling raw. You'll be doing pretty fucking good. The problem is, you're going to burn yourself out very, very quickly. If you're at your very end, if you're at your very ass, you're not going to be doing as well as others. But if you are top of the row, if you kind of like on like middle of the row, but if you're at the very back and you go all the way up, you can actually get a bunch of different positions and you can modify that value quite extensively. The big thing being at the bottom is you're actually not increasing your ki at all, which is very, very good for you. Because increasing your ki means that you're dying. Yeah, 3 is leading position. Is the front. 5 is the back. 6 is the last position. Technically, there's a position called the lagging position, which is you're behind the person last. Any number of characters can really be in any position sometimes, except first place. So ki increase. Increase in ki in case the amount of increase in ki went value 0. There was when moving a position. Leads indicates the leads that can be attained from the obtain. Yeah, because when they're talking about leads, I'm actually going to put them as +1 leads. When they're talking about these, they're actually talking about little +1s. That it's a little bit poorly worded, but from the position. Up. Nice and easy to understand. God damn. So, in order, the following information given each round, the value, in order, the following information is given each round. Each round. Value of the increase of ki, maximum number of characters who can be in the position, and value of the modification that is applied when the final judgment. Again, it sounds so dramatic. It's just like, yeah, this is just the final judgment. Boom, boom, boom. It's like, oh, racing terminology. Boundary condition. Boundary condition is word. Is refer to condition of the racetrack that has changed due to weather. I believe it's making a reference. I believe there's actually a word for this that I don't think it really translates very well into English. That's why I think there's a little bit. That sounds a little bit weird, but condition of the racetrack. Racetrack, the changes due to the weather. If weather continues to be fine, it'll be in good condition. It'll be in good condition. Good condition. Contains a lot of moisture. It'll become slightly heavy. Slightly heavy. Heavy. Or making it difficult to run. Situation of the race will determine the occurrence of troubles during the race. In addition, all dirt racetracks will replace. Dirt. All dirt tracks. All dirt tracks represented by the boundary condition of dirt. Dirt. Which leads to position. Okay, position is the problem. So, type of position is represents the position of the represents the position of the Umizuma during the race. 5 types of position. 5. Lead, front, back, last, and special circumstances, lagging. I'm going to use lagging. Want to be lead, front, back, last. Lead, front, back, last, and in special circumstances, lagging. Position is determined by the start judgment. Start of the race phase, because that's a very specific thing. Race phase can be changed by change of position. Various information modifications determine the position, determined by the position you are in, such as the round increase value. Value and the modification and the final judgment modification, and the final judgment modification value. Some positions have a fixed number limit. The number limit is for the lead position is 1. 2, there's no position for back. Lead position is 1. For the front position is 2. Want to know why I'm capitalizing position is because it's actually referring to a specific mechanic. This is a translation stream. Yes, effectively, we already did the ground, the legwork effectively for the translating. What we need to do now is just compile it all together to make it legible and readable, which is far harder than it should be at some points. But yeah, welcome aboard. It's not fun. This is not like entertaining or like, oh boy, it's time for some gamer moments. No, there's none of that. It's me staring at a document being like, how do I word this to be as accurate as physically possible? Notepad had a last one for a while. How do you personally use sidebars and text boxes? I use sidebars to more accurately explain something, provide examples, just generally a method for me to say, it's a method for me, the developer, to look at you, the player or the reader, and be like, hey, this is what I'm talking about here. I can't really say it in an eloquent way, but here you go. Or like, here's an example of how this is actually going to work. Or, hey, here's a reason of like why this is the way that it is. You can also use it for lore stuff. It's like, yeah, if you want to know why this is the case, reason. Most of the text boxes in here in the Umezume game are actually purely informational or it's me talking about something that I was like, yeah, this is actually somewhat important for me to talk about. Various information modifications for the position you want. Yeah, increase value. Some positions have a fixed number limit. With a limit, a positional judgment. Positional judgment will be made. The decision modifier, the judgment modifier. The judgment modifier is literally a judgment modifier. Actually, no. Judgment modifier is literally added to the added when the judgment is made at the end of the race. Further back in the further back position, the further back in position the character is, the more severe the negative modifier they will receive. Because like how this game actually works is a little bit weird. What you're doing most of the time in this is that you're jockeying for position for 3 rounds. Those first 3 rounds, you burn every single thing you can to try to get a leg up on your opponent. And at the very end, that's when you roll. If you are really good and you're doing pretty hot, if you're doing really hot or really poorly, you could, even if you're in like just the front position consistently, but you're not like top of the line doing amazing, what's happening is that you're pretty much giving yourself just a small penalty. And if they roll a 2 on 2d6, if they roll a 2, you can still win. Especially if you're maintaining your ki and they're not maintaining their ki very well. Because it all depends on your Ume-Mizume score, effectively. Where if someone has completely burnt out, are there no differences in distance races? In longer races, and races that are supposed to be distance-based, all you do is actually add more legs, more circles, you could say. Because what's going to happen is, right now, it's start of the race, first, second corner, third corner, end of the race. Those are the 4 rounds. If you want to add like a longer race, what you end up doing is you do start of the race, second corner, third corner, fourth corner, fifth corner, sixth corner, end of the race. If you do that though, someone's getting hurt. Someone's going to die. Like, because like the entire thing, what you want to do is you want to increase your ki as high as possible, but not too high. Because that's how you fault. That's actually how you get completely fucked. Where if you're in like a really bad position and like, I'm gonna fault this race, I'm gonna hurt myself, it may be pertinent for you to literally kill your motivation or have like somebody try to kill your motivation. Because if that happens, you get reset to 1. I can't have a comfy pace or no. You got a dead sprint. You got a dead sprint everywhere. Like that's the worst part. Like there is really like you go aggro. You get out of the gate. You are going as fast as you physically fucking can. But mind you, some of the like skills you can gain actually do impact. Like, oh, you're in the front position. Because you're in the front position, here's this stupid bonus you get. hey, you're in the back position. You actually get a big, hefty fucking bonus by virtue of being in the back position, where if you can manage to get there, you can zoom ahead and win. You could be dead fucking last in this game. Dead last. And if you roll well enough, and if you have the right abilities and everyone else is not doing too hot, you can zoom ahead and win. You could be dead last. Mind you, you have to roll, like, it's gonna be nightmarish, but like you can. Pace distribution. The pace distribution. Pace shows how the race is developing as a whole. There are 4 types of paces. There are 4 types of paces. Slow, middle, high, and breakaway. Slow, middle, high, and breakaway. Of pace. Oh yeah, and it's especially painful if the lead person wants to go as fast as possible and kill everybody else. That is a very valid tactic in this game, is to go as fast as physically possible just to make sure nobody else can compete with you. If you could be half dead by the time you hit the end line, but that's all that matters. Let's see. Basically determine the character in the lead at the end of the round. Pace is not decided by each character. If the character in the lead uses a pace, each character moves to their respective position in that pace. No, that's literally the idea. That's the strategy, and that's what you want to do. If you have all the skills and if you have all the abilities, what you are effectively doing is like, yeah, that's my plan, is I want to be at the very back of the pack and go as fast as possible at the very end. That is how they're justifying it. The weird part with this is they still need to throw dice in there. The strategy comes in quite literally at those 4 rounds. That's where the strategy comes in. Because you have to remember, you can just throw out as many skills as you have. Just throw out every single one. Burn yourself out. Doesn't fucking matter. Hit that 10, baby. Roll that 66. And make sure that, pray to horse Jesus that they don't have the thing that just spikes your ki randomly, such as giving you a fault which might break your limbs. The strategy is cards. That's what you have to think about. It's cards and belief. With the respective position, subject to the effect, subject to the effects of that position. In addition, only the breakaway pace is a pace that the lead character can only choose if there are no horsemen, if she uses a skill. If they choose the breakaway, so be sure to use the skill. So the basically determined after each character's position, determined at the start. Is start, second corner, and third corner. and third corner. Pace is not changed at the not changed before the goal. Go fast, live quick, die in glory at the end of each round. The position specific increase in ki occurs. This is called the round rise. Round rise. The value of the round rise is determined by your position. Round rise is determined by your position and pacing of the position and the pacing of the race. So yeah, that's how you just spike your life. Have no actually I'm gonna do lead +1. It's gonna be a +1 lead. Leads. Lead is gained when you finish a round in the lead. +1 a +1 lead. +1 lead. Lead is gained when you finish a round in the lead position. In the lead position. If you gain the lead +1, you receive a lead +1 card from the GM. Use a +1 lead card from the GM. If you gain the lead, the character receives a +1. Can only be used in the final judgment and card and the end of the card, and the card adds +1 to the achievement value. Welcome to strategy and why you should do it, and you just need to get as many +1 lead cards as possible. +1 lead, a +1 lead card. There we go. Welcome to, that is also the maximum, that is the maximum strategy right there, is hoarding those cards. Unless you're Twin Turbo. I'm giving you a secret of what Twin Turbo's special ability is. Her special ability is to get cards, those +1 lead cards, up to +5 lead cards. Yes, she can actually get, I believe her maximum is a +5. That she just gets a +5 at the end of the race if she is in first place. I think in addition to the basic +1 lead cards. Yeah, she's fucking broken. Fuck Twin Turbo. Shoot Twin Turbo. Kick her into the sun. Kick Twin Turbo into a Hydron Collider. No Twin Turbo here, kids. Send Twin Turbo to the glue factory. She doesn't belong here. She is not my Ume Mizume. Strategy points. You may gain strategy points. May gain strategy points if her position is back or last. Back or last, or result of some tables. Strategy points refer to the special effect you get at the race by looking over the other Ume Mizume, the whole race, and the atmosphere in the audience, and keeping her cool. They get during the race by looking over the other Ume Mizume, the whole race. Yeah, strategy points. They did commodify the fact that it is like, hey, we're actually like learning, and you do build special strategy points to do things. Pace after the pacing of each round, except for the finish line. Round, except before the finish. Has been decided. Strategy points can be used to gain lead +1 cards, +1 lead cards, and scheming skills. Yeah, the character, the PL can turn strategy points into skills or cards at any time, either on their turn or when they gain points, basically at the end of the round. There we go. Strategy points. Delete this column. Get +1 lead. Up to get a +1 lead up to 2 times. Up to 2 times. Strategic warfare. The strategy skill. Spotting loopholes. Strategy skill. I've come up with a new recipe. Hello, tiny person who drives that big car. Strategy skill. Yeah, things like weak point effectively allow you to fuck with other people. Realize that, so strategy skills. Strategy skill. Group impatience. Otherwise known as I don't want to deal with your bullshit. Why, sudden flash of inspiration. Draw 1 training skill card. The oh fuck, oh god, I'm gambling. Please, God, give me something. Oh god, please. Under pressure. And you're down on me. Getting down on you. No. Under pressure. This is why we don't do karaoke here on this stream. I'm gonna put like this, and I'm gonna put a side note here. Side note, the +1 lead card, +1 lead cards, and strategy points. Yes, these are very important. When playing on a VTT, make sure to have a marker. Make sure to have a marker of some kind for both of these. If a player is using twin turbo, make sure they understand how their ability works and how it completely fucks this entire mechanic. Due to her exploiting +1 lead cards. Strategy points are just playing. There we go. That's my expert like yeah, there we go. That's all you need to know. Courier new bum 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 table 2 we see you there. Excusez-moi. Oh. Whoop. Hello, folks. Do you want to tell me something useful? Probably not. No, don't you do this to me. There. You're getting put in here. You're getting put inside the forever box. Hardy ho. Hardy ho. So that table properties, make sure like that and put it at 0. It's as simple as that. Gone away to watch her paint for some models. Can't understand. Thank for the street. Just here under pressure, shining down on me. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. Come on, Manly. It's like you don't want to sing karaoke. See, Manly, I'm gonna have to recruit you here soon. You're going to be drafted here soon, possibly as a longer term example. I think I have what I want to do for Pocket Quest finally. I think I know what I want to do for Pocket Quest. And the answer is, as usual, cursed bullshit. Because I'm me and I must come up with more and more gradually cursed bullshit because I find it funny. I find it amusing, and that's all that really matters at the end. And though I am curious to see what people are going to be doing with Pocket Quest this year. What the fuck? I also keep singing Under Pressure while teaching Scribble about bones. Bone Zone! Welcome to the Bone Zone! It's me, Skeletor! Skeletor! Oh, I can't do the voice. Start second corner, third corner for an order. Start second corner, third corner. The race is decided in the before the finish line. Before the finish line. Or finish line round. Ranking of the characters in the race. Determination of position. Determination of position. And the start of the round. In the start round, all characters first make a start judgment. Result of the start judgment. Character's position in the race sheet. On the race sheet. The order in which the start judgments are made, the order in which the drama scenes were first determined. Skills related to the start judgment can also be used at this time. First, the character with the lowest achieved value. Start judgment. In the start judgment becomes the reference Ume Mizume. After that, the positioning is decided from order of lowest achieved value. Next, the character piece. The character. Character frame of the reference Ume Mizume is placed, and the next character can choose whether to be in front choose to be in front, behind the reference umemezume. Furthermore, the next character can decide an order of his or of her choice among the front, middle, or back of the previous of the front, middle, or back of the two decided order. Once all the characters have been ordered in this way, they are temporarily placed in their positions on the race sheet. The character in the front is placed in lead position. Second character in the front position. And second character in the front position. All other characters are placed in the back position. Yeah, so that's why going last, like rolling poorly effectively means that you do not get any object of where you want to be placed. Rolling the absolute highest, you can just put yourself in front. Be like, cool, I'm in the lead. Nobody else is. I get a +1 lead card right off the bat. I have an innate advantage. The problem being that I'm also going to spike my life and just murder myself. Was Wuso right? We're all just synchronizing the algorithm, of course. Defined to say the same song stuck in our heads at once. Also, one thing, racist rambling time. Thanks, Manly. So, pod karaoke's in Asia, specifically Land of the Rising Sun. Is it a show of respect to everyone, as in you can gather your company and sing songs you guys want in a little room enjoying each other and shit, or is it weak-willed rice chewers are afraid to sing Damadane on the big screen in the middle of a bar and open Western karaoke is the show of big balls? I think it depends on the situation. For everything I've seen, it's a lot of like these karaoke booths. And it's not like... The best way to think about it is you go to a place to sing karaoke. And it's not like, I want to go to the bar to sing karaoke in front of everybody. It's, I want to go to the karaoke place, which we rent a room that allows us to fuck about. Because that's always like one thing I find interesting about when people are talking about tabletop games in Japan. Because what happens a lot of the time is you rent the room out and you can play karaoke, but they don't really give a shit what you do in there. Karaoke is why you're like, that's kind of like what the place is, but they're more like room rentals for friends to fuck around in. If everybody just kind of wants to hang out, drink a bunch and just talk, that's just as fine as everyone brings out board games and starts playing in the karaoke bar. Just as much as everyone starts singing, just as much as everyone starts playing fucking Sword World. Rest assured, at one point in this beautiful world of ours, a bunch of big sweaty nerds have have walked into the karaoke bar. One man holding his exclusive signed copy of Sword World 2.5 and another holding Call of Cthulhu. And they have said, Omewa Shinderu, give me the fucking room. And they're like, hell yeah. And then immediately after, a bunch of beautiful women have shown up and got the room right next to them. And they never saw one another. Like... The Japanese want to get drunk and sing along to songs that they don't want the consequences of their actions. I'm assuming there are probably like open mic nights effectively for karaoke stuff. I'm assuming anyway. It'd be kind of weird if there wasn't, but... Hey, Japanese businessmen will already get drunk and make a fool out of themselves. Don't worry, it's called company expenses. Sorry, ethical, but we're in this Japanese salaryman version of life. That's the life we have to make. The pay has determined the pace, position. After all the position have been decided, the pace is determined. There's a guy at the bar next to my gym doing weird opera covers. That man is a hero. Damn straight. The character who is in the lead, in each round determines the pace. Once the other has determined the pace, all other characters move to the determined pace. The determined pace. Once the pace has been determined, it also determines the value of the round increase. Go up here. Round rise. Of the round rise of ki that automatically occurs for each position at the end of each round. Characters in the back and last. They also gain strategy points. There goes my hero. Furthermore, in the lead position, end of each round gets a +1 lead card. Welcome to the Japanese explain how to play something. I'm going to explain it to you 5 times and make sure you definitely know what the fuck I'm on about. End of the round. And that quite literally is how the entirety of the race phase works. It is not very let's see, round rise, +1 lead card acquisition, earn strategy points, spend strategy points, end of round. The above is done and next round is moved on. The above is done and the next round is moved on, and the round is next one. End of the round, processing the same. Start second and third. Round is moved to the next round. The end of the round. Start second and third corner. Same as for the start second and third corner. Okay, we did it. We did it, kings. Strategic warfare skills. We're not going to be calling them strategic warfare skills. They're just going to be strategy skill. Or do we want to call them strategic warfare? We do something like that. We do this here, enter here. Yeah, a lot of these are pretty tight, like tightly made. Like you're gonna be able to use like one of these. Interference, interference. High pressure, second corner. Finish line, interrupt. Interrupt, second or third corner. So let me just check on these. Sack 1. Spotting loopholes. At the timing of the position change, it is possible to perform one additional change in addition to the which is spotting loopholes is insane, by the way, because it allows you to move up 2 spaces, which might put you in lead automatically. Stratagem skills. Strategic warfare or bust. Okay, fine. We'll change it to strategic warfare. If we go all the way up here. Strategic warfare. Whoa. Before someone rolls the dice for their Ume judgment, excluding the resolution, excluding final judgment. Final judgment. You can attempt to interrupt and use this. You can add -2 modification to the achieved value of the assessment. Achieved value of the assessment. You just literally make someone's life harder. Just like, yeah, here's an interrupt. You have a -2 on whatever you have, which can really like just make someone's life harder, especially if they're already not doing well. If they're not doing well, that just makes their life harder. No other thing is going on there. You can enter to use this before someone else performs a position judgment. Judgment, you can add -3 modification to the achieved value. Achieved value. Group impatience. During your turn, you can designate one position and use it on all present in that position. Make the character perform a trouble judgment. Trouble judgment. Judgment with a difficulty of 18. If the assessment is fails, move the position back by 1. Pretty much, you got to think about it like this when it says, you know, with a difficulty of 18. Roll 4d6 and try to hit 18. That's what group impatience does. You roll and you realize, oh fuck, even like the most optimal roll means that's really hard. During your turn, you can use one of the character as the target. Move the target's position back by 1. Just, if I can't win, I'm gonna make sure you can't win either. Welcome to how strategy works in the Ume world, otherwise known as Panzas. We're just doing Panzer warfare currently. Panzermana. Okay, so that brings us to corner 2, 3. This is the middle round, corner 2 and 3. Here, same content, same process. First, a trouble check is performed. The character in the lead. The lead rolls on the race trouble table. Table corresponding to the racetrack condition. And executes the trouble according to the result. So, change of position. All right, let's do change of position. Okay. Okay, in the second corner. Rounds. The main focus is on changing positions and reconfirming them. You first declare to character to declare a change of position. Makes a position change judgment. Any position conflicts are resolved in turn after everyone has declared their position. Any use of skills is also done at any time. Declaring a change of position. A character changes position and move to a position. One position ahead or behind the one she is in by increasing her ki by the required amount. Characters who did not move declare that they will do so. Characters who do not move declare that they will do so. Yep, there we go. Just say you're not gonna move. That's all this is saying. This is saying, however, each position has a maximum number. Placing this, there'll be conflict for the position and a position judgment. It is possible to have absolutely nobody in the lead. That is entirely possible. If someone gets knocked back, no one can be in the lead. Everyone will compete for front, and then someone has to compete for first, which everyone's going to try to compete. Being in the same area effectively means like you're neck and neck with each other. You're not above anybody, you're not below anybody. Everyone's kind of in a shitty situation. Will be made to see who can win the position judgment. First, check everyone's movement declarations and temporarily move the character frames. After temporary move, after the temporary move to the rearmost character has been completed, the positional conflicts. Resolve. Order from the front, order from the front by a judgment. A positional judgment. Is a judgment that confirms which of the characters has won the competition to gain the position. When Mizume judgment is made with corresponding the current ki, the character with the higher chi value. What's the position? Reconfirm the round is complete in the same way as the first round, which processes it. Because you got, like, this is the thing you always have to kind of think about when it comes to how this game actually plays. Every single character is using one value when it comes to effectively what they're rolling. All it depends on is your ki value. You don't have, like, you can do some, like, expertise skills, but those really don't play into this aspect of the game at all. They might come into, like, when it doesn't really come into, like, the positional or anything like that. It's entirely based off of just raw rolling. So someone with a better ki value than you is probably going to beat you. Ah, delicious. Let's see. The character with the highest achieved value. In the deciding. I'm gonna charge through the finish line. In the final judgment, the final judgment is the winner of the race. Subsequent positions are determined in order of the highest achieved. Winning character. The winning character has the honor of winning the race and the right to be at the center of the winning live when the final judgment is completed. Completed, the winner is decided, the race phase ends, the game moves toward the ending. As always, this is the most important factor, everybody. Let me bring it up here. It is vital you understand that the entire point of this game is to just sing at the center stage, and every single one of them do have albums. Yeah, there's actually like albums and CDs and things. You want all of them. Technically, Special Week is like one of the most consistent people in all of these. But like some of the like, people just don't even care. Like this is the main one. Everyone has to sing this one. Man, I sure do love all of the CDs. You wanna have no fear, everyone. This released in September 28th. What was the most recent one? This is the live number 1. I think it was live 11. Here's live 11. You can buy it for $22. Yeah, winning live. Yeah, you can. Oh, hi. What are you? You? No, you can evasion. Yep. Have no fear, everybody. The original song only came out in released CDs. Starting gate. There's Starting Gate 12, Animation Derby 7, Animation Derby. It says Derpy there. Derby 2, and then the Winning Live. Technically, we are on Winning Live 12. That's what's currently being made, but have no fear. We are on Winning Live. When did 10 come out? 10 came out in February. Came out 2 months ago. Do we have any cool characters that I like? Oh, we've got Takoteo. We got Tokai Tao. Cool. I don't see Special Week in here. I feel sad. But I guess she's not like the main character anymore. So that's life. That's life. You want all the solo tracks? Here's the miscellaneous tracks. You want the mini album? Ah, man, I love idols. Idols are the best. Psy games. How do you get away with it? If there's more than one character with the highest achieved value. Is made again. The judgment is called a photo judgment. Called a photo judgment between the photo finish. The decision judgment value is used for the photo decision since the skill is not used again. Since the skill is not used again, no additional TI increase occurs. It's also not possible to add a new skill to determination value. Only the rolled again between the Umamazume. Roll it again between the Umamazume who are competing for first. If a horse girl rolled terribly and came in dead last, he doesn't get a double or nothing for the win. Like, sorry, you just don't get anything. You just don't. Sorry. Trouble check. Let's see. Wow. Whoa. Nothing. Lead. Lead. Front. Back. Lead, front, back, lagging, and late. All of you need to be... Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's a... Come on. All right. Yeah, no, you you are off the charts. Literally. You shouldn't be all the way over there. Wait a second. 0.6. Okay, hello, you. 1. There we go. We do that. We pump you up like that. There we go. Racetrack condition, good. 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 Open. 1d6. Da 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 da. Trouble is judge according to the position. If failed, move one position back. Form a position-based trouble. Position-based trouble judgment. If failed, all decisions, all judgments. Judgment in, receive plus -3 modifier. Now, as you can kind of see here, it gets harder for some of these checks where it's like, yeah, you're just not having a good time. Perform position-based. Today's trouble. Trouble judgment. We're touching no judgment. If you fail, if they fail, her ki is increased by 1. Just by 1 point. Which is good and also bad. Always remember things, because again, there is nothing good in this game. Everything is just pain. Everyone lives in pain in the Umemazume universe. That is the first thing all must learn. Life is pain for being an Umemazume. And the only comfort is racing. You may wonder, Notepad, that doesn't make any sense. Why is life pain? The answer is fairly simple. Because every single thing you do in this game is built to hurt you. It is either hurting you or it's going to be hurting you. That's just the nature of the beast. We do that. We make you 8. I said 6. The 6. 6. And racetrack condition, dirt. Joe Dirt. Did anyone ever watch Joe Dirt? I feel like that's Midwest lore. Like, yeah, and everything is usually the exact same. Perform a position-based trouble judgment. If successful, the ki can be increased or decreased by 1 point. The wind makes it easy to run. Do. So, the mud is discussing. Trouble is judged according to the position. If failed, ki increased by 1 point. Trouble is judged according to the position. I'm feeling motivated. Motivation. There we go. I probably don't need to put down every single one of these. That it's a position-based judgment, but that's how it was written, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, because then it's like this. Like, if another character is in the same position, make a trouble decision. Make a trouble decision. If fail, move 1 position back. That's the I'm going to punch you in the face move. Let's see. Whoa, dazzling. Ideal weather. From a trouble judgment. Double trouble. Okay, so oh boy, time for side notes. The many plethora of side notes. Yay. We're very close to being done. We just need to do all of these. Let's see. Okay, let's do a quick check. That doesn't sound right. Something about that last line doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna put a note here. The track. Race track, that's panic as well. I think he's trying to be funny, being like, technically it's not really a race track, it'd be a race course. The URA, insert footnote. URA, the Umezume Racing Association. The Umezume Racing Association, URA. URA. Originally the JRA, Japan Racing Association. Which descriptions and depictions appears to be an organization with powers generally equivalent to that of the JRA. Equivalent to the JRA. Alright, everybody. Let's do a let's do a quick note on this. Let's go to the JRA. Let's do Japan Racing Association. Tell me more about the horse racing in Japan. Yes, tell me more about the JRA. So, racecourse, light winds. Some ones have Excel floor, not membership system, but an admission fee is required. Light winds. For a slightly more detailed understanding, the JRA. The JRA is manages the race course, manages a variety of race courses, betting facilities, training centers, schools, parks, and jockey training, training centers, schools, research institutes. Research institutes. Looks like we got training farms, and even various promotion centers. For lack of a better word, everything is directly managed by the URA in setting. Though there is a quote rival organization. There's a rival there is another organization to assist with another organization, NAR, National Association of Racing. There's the NAR, National Association of Racing, which manages more local which manages local races, prefectures, and the prefectures, and let's authority for horse races operated by local governments. Yeah, so it's more about the prefectures, but not directly, running any course. There we go. And because we got both of these are operated under oversight of the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries, and Fisheries. There we go. That's the that's the side note we need to put in. We put that all under Courier New. Everything organization, directly running anything. There we are. Easy enough to understand, right? Cool. Rounds. Round rather than scenes for cycling. It's not even a side note. That's just like an entire side, like, comment. Unlike scenes, the other rounds rather than scenes, cycling process. Unlike scenes, process of raise, no focus, so necessary. So maybe not heads. When my wonder where the first and fourth. We're going to insert a table right here. In round 4. We need in round 4. In the different rounds, we may wonder where the first and fourth corners went. The original name of the start round. Was the start of the start to the first corner. Corner round. Original name for the finish round for the before. Before the finish round, not the finish, the finish, was the fourth corner of to the finish round. Was fourth corner to the finish round after the final straight. That was the full name. There we go. Wow, thanks. Let's see. Strategy points. Conditions of the track. Generally information that cannot be determined by the day of the race. That is generally information that cannot be determined until the day of the race. But it's okay to prioritize game processing and informing players in advance. Position. Generally, being in the front is advantageous to determine the outcome. But you. Okay, so front running. The breakaway is a simple tactic of all, where the leader never gives the lead from start to finish. Therefore, running the tactic is said to be one of the most romantic aspects of racing. What we are going to have to do is we are going to give this its own page, because this is going to have to be a full note, because it is a fairly large note. Front running. I'll probably make that full. Front running, side note, front running. The breakaway. The breakaway is the simplest tactic of all, where the leader never gives up the lead from start to finish, therefore winning the race with this tactic is said to be one of the most romantic aspects of racing. Among these, a run in which second place rider or lower is far ahead is known as the great escape. Among these, a run in which the second placed rider or lower is far behind is known as a quote great escape. Great escape. However, I'm going to use it in the, I'm going to make the assumption that we're referring to the Umezume in this. In most cases, the runner needs to be reasonably good in the conditions of the track and movement. And hit. Must work in her. Must work in her favor. While it is not guaranteed to be a winning strategy, some fans in Umezume find meaning in winning this way. To reflect the hearts of such fans, the master key of bonus of +1 popularity. Bonus of +1 popularity, regardless of winning or losing. Umezume, who chose the great escape place. Who chose the breakaway pace. It's like, yeah, by virtue of making a fucking run for it, you're gonna get something out of it. Okay. Okay, so strategy points. The acquisition +1 lead with strategy points limited 2 to each character. We already did that. Skills gained and strategy not need to be taken into account. Strategic warfare skills. Skills. So if we want to do this correctly, what we have to do is we write in skills acquired during the race with either strategic warfare skills. Do not. That's what I'm putting down. Nice and easy. Strategic warfare skills. Don't think about it too hard. Start decision. Okay, so let's do. How do we want to? So we want to do. Let's do a full thing right here. Start decision. For example, start decision. For example of how to determine the position. Example, if the achieved value of the start judgment is dot special week 9 Suzuka. This is silence Suzuka. I should silence Suzuku. And next, special week chooses before Urara. El Condor Pasa chooses behind special week. Lastly, Suzuka in front of special week. Front of, behind, in front of special week. Position of the design in front Suzuka. No, it would in lead. In lead Suzuka. Frontmost character. In front special week. Behind El Condor Pasa. Note also who is last is not placed in. Not placed in. Not placed in. Not placed in last, not placed in lagging, but behind. Determining position is on How do you feel about a Seinfeld style campaign? There's a starting point, but there's no true defined end point, besides the one the players make for themselves. You mean like most tabletop role-playing games? Not manly, solid. Most tabletop role-playing games are like that. You can't really determine where the end goal is, unless you mean it's a game about nothing. Then that's a lot more complex to refer to. Let's see. Oh, we're so close. So close to. Oh, what time is it? It's 11:30. All right, we can do this. We can do this. This is fine. Determining position is not possible to go last from the start. we go. We hit 8. It's not possible to go last from the start. Go to lagging from the start. You are late to start due to the effects of a skill or modulation. Skill or modulation, you'll be placed at the top of the race sheet in the late start position regardless of pace. There is no leader. Great leader is dead. So nobody must fall. I should play playing Brigador on stream would be interesting. I don't think it would be a good stream game though. There is no leader. If the result of the change of position, there are no PCs in the lead, an NPC will be in the lead. The game should roll a 1d6. Determine the pace. 1 and 2. 4 middle pace, and then 5 and 6 high pace. There we go. Required to change position. Key. No, that's change of position. Second to come, main thing, confirming them. Insert footnote. Positional complement force transfers. Order of the front. Position process from the order of the front. So some people move forward at once and lose the check. They may move backward. They may be moved backwards like a pile up. Declare value. Declare the judgment value. Declare the value of the decision. Yeah, I don't really need that. It's kind of already should be implied. Interrupting and declaring. Multiple interruptions and cancellations. Interrupting and declaring. Oh, gee. Okay. Interrupting and basically, we can decide between the two. The character running in front of Lisa. Use the cancel declarations. Decisive judgment must declare the decision values in turn. Proceed only after everyone is declared. Dice rolls for all the sum must be made without fail and order. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a table right here, decision-making, judgments. It's going to get its own thing. It's going to be side note. Another side note, decision-making, judgment. Okay. In a final judgment, player must declare their final value, their achieved values in turn proceed only after everyone has declared his their achieved values. Dice rolls for the achieved. Must be made without fail in order and way which everyone rolls the dice together. Must never be done. One way that goes first will show his or her trump card first and go ahead, losing the opportunity to make move on the one coming behind. Instead, those who catch up from behind are entitled to make a final move. Those who are ahead, the momentary attack and defense, the dizzying exchange are racing. World of which the rule this order exists to maximize the experience of the frustration of being approached from behind, the strategy and judgment to overtake, facing the anxiety of outcome. Otherwise known as the way you resolve things are a little bit weird. So, we're going to put this right here. Difference in achievement value. Another side note. Yay, side notes. Value, first place. Second line is the end of the race, indicates how far difference between the two characters line was. The difference of the final judgment. Judgment is in basin. Average stride of horse girl running at full speed, 2.5 meters, 1 basin. And the photo judgment is in centimeters. Nose, forehead, neck, and bulletin board display. Please imagine roughly in terms of average dimension of a human. There we go. If the difference between first place, final edition 3 is 3 basin, if the difference between the achievement value first place of photo judgment 5, the difference is 5 centimeters. There we go. Yep, that's there we go. So we do slightly heavy, and then that we put dirt right there. Perfect. We put ending phase with the winning live place where you can share your joy with Umazume, who won the victory through tireless effort. Commentary. The ending phase. We discussed the race results, and all the performances have been completed. The ending is over, and the scenario is finished. And the episode is finished. And proceed with character development. Winning live. As dancing performance takes place at the end of each Umazume race. Remember, your top 3 finishers are among the Umazume who do that, and if you're not, you cry because you're a little bitch. In big races, In big races, not only top-ranked Mizume, but also appears backup dancers. Characters who wins the race fail will be a center of attention in winning live performance. The character who takes first place in the race becomes the center of the show and can gain +1 popularity. This indicates one step ahead of their peers in the spotlight. Fault checks. Yes, the other one. If a key eye is 15 or more, 15 or more during a session, a failure check has occurred. Failure check table as many times as it has been checked. The result of the failure check table is modulation. Has a modulation written. You will receive the modulation. Carried on to the next session of the failure check. Multiple failure checks will be now changed to my skills. The modulation because my skills is fixed to the character and cannot be removed. I have a possession limit, so modulation begins. My skill if you are useful skills for racing. Yeah, you're just fucked if you roll like more than once. Like, sorry, you just fucked. Like, you just lose. We don't need the Japanese column. Skill acquisition. Skill stock 1. +1. It's expertise. +1, let's see. +1 skill stock, +1 expertise, or +1 training, or +1 training skill of choice. +1 to skill limit. Do the skill limit. 1 from one from my skills. Or +1 to any experts. Alternate forward, level 5, going forward, skill stock. Ooh, sleepy. See, this is what happens late at night. I get very tired. Let me readjust my life here real fast. Okay, let's see. You can hold on to one skill card template to become your own card. Stock in the next session has grown to be able to hold on to their skills. Okay. Make one skill cards. Make one of the skill cards that temporarily became your card in a session at my skill, making it completely your own. What makes this different skill stock? My skill cannot be let go of. In addition, other characters will know that you have the skill. Kind of power. This kind of power. Skill limit represents. At level 1, character is 4, therefore +1 every time you raise 2 levels. We have expertise. You can choose one of the 6 abilities. Okay, nicknames. Characters who reach level 3, first place in and win first place in a race can acquire a second name. A second name. Second name. The second name. The name of the is the character's new name that will be used by people around them in news and articles about the Umemezume. New names table. No, we don't need page 100 there. You can also use real life resources names. Even after level 3. Even after level 3, you can change your character's second name. Take a name or take on a new one. Every time you gain 3 levels. Yep, your second name. End of session. End of session. This campaign start again with the introduction of a new episode. If you decide to end the game, claim gather venue and onset tools. In either case, take a well-deserved break in between. Remember to thank the Game Master for his efforts. Good night. Yes, good night. We're going to center good night because I think that's funny. So, let's go all the way up here to the ending phase. Winning live can certainly perform a song. Do not the sing. Surrounding players should never be forced. Should never feel should never feel forced to sing a song. You should always force every single one of your players to sing the song they want to sing. Hero interviews because of the ending. It is not only the hero interviews discuss the ending, but other characters who did not make it in the first place. This time is special, given only to you. Only to you. You get a little bit of time to swear at your friends for cucking you. Center position of the formation of song member. Birth of idol groups. I remember saying, distinctly telling me, oh, this is just a side thing. But oh no, it's not. We were always idols here. I'm sorry, everyone. This was always an idol RPG. Popularity. 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 As the name suggests, higher the value, the greater number of fans she receives. Everyone loves popular people. Oh, insert table 1. Songs. Side note, songs of the winning live. Make debut, endless stream. Pop. I have Fantasia. These songs will be as many times as you want in the Umemezume app. 2 names. Alright, let's area of expertise, nicknames, end of session. Nicknames, or the second name, insert footnote. GMA restored anime app. Umamuzume. Actually, wait a second. They already automatically, yeah, they already do that. I don't even gotta think about it. Neat. Maintaining motivation. I'm feeling motivated. Side note, maintaining motivation. Would you believe I still have things I have to do tonight? That's the worst part. Even though I'm probably going to take a second to think about life right now. This, because we have the GM section now. We have a little bit of somewhere to. Let's see. There we go. Giving myself a little bit of room. Section, unique scenarios. Scenarios, how to create a negative event. Other negative events, overcoming great negative events. C's, warrior NPCs. Aces. Campaign. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. We're pretty much done. We probably just need to do like one more session of this, and that would literally just be cleaning things up. We do one more session, we just clean every single thing up with this, and after that's done, it's just done, and we don't think about it anymore. I don't think that one will be very long. It'll probably be most of the time of me and Paint.net putting things together and putting some of the art bits in place. But like generally speaking, most of this is done. We've transferred everything that needs transferring over. I still need to clean some things, obviously, but that's not really going to be that complicated. So yeah, good job, team. We just have one more session of this to do, and we are Gucci. Pretty solid. I'm gonna probably take some time between then and now to just clean some things up and get it done with. But yeah, we did it. Good job, team. Yeah.